We just try to look at Jakai's life, you know, the fun times with him, and not look at the tragedy that happened to him.
Remembering this little boy's smile has helped his family deal with immense grief the last 7 months. Investigators say 4-year-old Jakai Smith was tortured for weeks, right up until the day he died. He is one of 5 Franklin County children we've been telling you about since last year. For each of these children, a parent or caregiver has been charged in their death, and each family had a case with Children's Services. The state has now been reviewing how these cases were handled. And as Mike McCarthy explains, what's been found.
Jessica, as part of the state's oversight for each of these 5 children, the Department of Children and Youth completed what's called a child fatality summary. It is a review of what happened in each case with Franklin County Children's Services, and this report is completed anytime a child dies while their family is connected to Children's Services. In each of these cases, the state identified at least one area where more attention may be needed. The series of tragedies began in February last year with the death of 5-year-old Darnell Taylor, followed by 8-year-old Martonio Wilder in June. Then in January of this year, 3-year-old Emmanuel Mims died. And in April, 4-year-old Jakai Smith and 6-year-old Ava Bretz both died as well. They were all in families connected to Franklin County Children's Services.
The last 7 months have been difficult.
The great aunt of Jakai Smith believes a state review of his death shows signs of a system that's not working. Child fatality summaries the Department of Children and Youth sent to 6 on Your Side for Smith and the other 4 children are largely redacted, the state says, to comply with privacy laws. But the reports indicate further reviews may be needed in areas related to contact with families, home visits, and family interviews.
I think one of the challenges of those reports is it's a point in time.
Franklin County Children's Services spokesman Scott Varner says the state compiles the reports while investigations are ongoing, and they don't always include the most up-to-date comprehensive details. The state told us the reports are for internal use to identify system-wide trends and inform future improvements to help the counties improve their practices. The state says if it finds Children's Services didn't meet required standards, it provides training and more assistance. Varner says Children's Services is just one part of a support system for families that also includes the courts, mental health care, schools, and more. What didn't work with Franklin County Children's Services?
I don't know that it was a case of something didn't work, but I think as we look back at each of these individual cases and then step back and try to look at it as a whole, is what we recognize that one of the great challenges that we often have is how all of these different systems work together.
As part of its response, he says Children's Services has started receiving additional daily information from Columbus Police, and work has begun to better collaborate with other agencies. The great aunt of Jakai Smith wants accountability.
I only want them to improve on what it is that they do for the community. I mean, a family is broken, is hurting. And if you think a family is hurting, what do you think it's doing to the community?
The deaths of these 5 children have all led to criminal cases, with a parent or caregiver facing charges and facing years or up to life in prison. The state says after reviewing these 5 cases, it did find one time that Franklin County Children's Services did not meet all required standards. It says the county did not stay in contact with the family as often as required on a monthly basis, but the state would not confirm which family that was. However, it does say that compliance issue was discussed with Children's Services, and it's working with the county on quality face-to-face interactions. Still, the great aunt of Jakai Smith believes more could have been done in his case, and I took her concerns straight to Children's Services. How that agency is responding tonight at 6.
Thank you for watching the ABC6 News YouTube channel, bringing you breaking news, weather, sports, and original content from throughout Central Ohio. Make sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss out. ABC6 News and First Warning Weather are on your side.